Hi guys, I decided to do a video just spur of the moment, and it's in here somewhere. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Good Lord. This is the journal I've been working on. I did a live with Mitzi, 307 Junk Journals, and I did a little cutting last night. I don't think I've done anything in here. This is the front cover. We're using Crafty Cats kits, old things, and secondhand store. I can't believe I remembered. Anyway, I've got a pocket. This is from National Geographic. There's a little pocket from her kit here. I've stuck a few old things in that I can go back and work on. I've got a pocket flip. This is her kit. Beautiful. This is from a vintage magazine I used a lot of vintage papers throughout. I think I got this from Corky at Plum Creek Booksmith. I haven't put any pockets on her pages. This is one of her pages. I backed it with this, and this is her page. Backed it with this. This is an old Montgomery Ward ad. 7 tubes, 1929. That's how old the catalog was. This is her kit. Beautiful. Look at that door. Is that not the cutest? Who wouldn't like to have that shed? So there's an actual newspaper article, grocery store ad. Pecans, 52 cents a pound. Dessert powder, 6 cents a package. I don't know what that would be. Happy Host ketchup, 18 cents for 14 ounces. Okay, so we're not seeing those prices now. This is her kit, and I glued this ad on paper, and then I glued it to this. So this is because it's so fragile. It's fragile. So I need to do something here. More of her kit. This is an old coffee ad from World War II that I blew up. It was something I found for free on the internet. More of her gorgeous kit. A real ad from Montgomery Ward. 98 cents for English all wool hose. $1.49. Silk to the hem. This is an old magazine. This is what I've got in the center so far. This is dated 1973 April. So that's 52 years old, right? More pantyhose. More pantyhose. That's the other side of the other page. And then there's the bottom of the coffee ad. Most good bread is made with Fleischmann's yeast. Okay. Papers. This is how I hinged the grocery store ad. I folded it over and added her. So I'll have to fix that. And here is does this flip out? Oh no, I wanted to do something here. What was it? Okay, this is an envelope. It's the Nielsen ratings. Has anybody ever done that? I did it this spring, and they sent me $20, and I just got another one, and they sent me $5. I just enter radio that I listen to in the car. I don't do television. So this is an actual old music book ad, front cover. So I hinged it on here. I hinged the envelope. So I need to cover this. I need to figure out what to do with this. And I was wanting a lady in here. Dang it, this is just being dumb. I need something to hold this in place. I thought about putting her under there, but I could make a, she could be a good, let's cover this. This would be a good, where's my words? She would be a good card. Let's do that. So, I don't know. Let me tell you what I've been doing. I thrifted like crazy. I did the estate sale on Thursday, went back on Friday for half price. I spent the weekend trying to catalog and research all the things I got. Plus, I went to an antique shop and did the $5 flats. I'm going back Friday to do it again. I think if I can fill 3 or 4 more flats, I'm going to, even maybe more. I'm thinking about getting a storage unit. What else? Because, guys, it's either that or I buy some china cabinets. And I don't want any china cabinets. But I have just amassed too much stuff. I need to get my eBay store going. And I don't know, either that or I need a place to, I need to start photographing. I'm just going to see if my son and his friend will help me this weekend. I know they're going to go boating. And I have to work Saturday morning. So I help my daughter-in-law. She messaged me yesterday. I just need to do it. I just need to get busy with it all. But up to this point, I've got everything identified, all the information written. It's ready to enter. As far as, you know, maker, era, if it's mid-century modern, and all that stuff. Let's see. Why do I always think I don't know where everything is? I'm looking for an old book. This is cool. I don't want to waste that. So, it is Monday. I found a company to appraise the painting I bought, and I sent photos, submitted them. It's an international company with an auction house, way beyond my league. But if this is truly an original by this guy, I mean, it's out of my league. I'm not talking tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands, but, you know, it could be 300-400 up to a couple thousand. I don't know. I'm having trouble even identifying it. In case you're not understanding what I'm talking about, I paid $12.50 for an original oil painting on canvas. And I think I've identified you know how they say artists sign like this and bankers? Well, that's how it's signed. And it looks to be this one guy who I think he was born in early 1900s. I'm not sure what I've got is the problem. And I didn't buy it because I like it. It is very beautiful. It's not my style. Where am I going to put this? Should I make this a pocket? I said it, didn't I? The thing about these is they slip and slide around a lot when you work on them, these tied spines. It'd be cute like this because maybe I'll just put some sort of a long pocket there. And I do have this made. Oh, you know what? That would be cute. She's sewing, and this says bedspreads, but it's too wide. I'd lose part of it, so that's out. Kind of hate to tear these up. They're so nice. I don't want to tear that up yet. I just don't want to tear those up yet. Let's see what we have. What do we have here? That won't work. Okay, I'm going to grab a magazine from the floor. I'm looking for something about 7 inches wide. How about the Modern Priscilla? Let's do that. That's exactly what she is. Let's go straight across here. So I bought a drill Friday at the estate sale. It was $12.50 and I paid $6.25. I paid half price. And I forgot it because I had so much stuff in my arms. I made 2 trips. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. I made 2 trips to the truck, and well, because the painting was, I couldn't, it was, had to be treated with care. It was big. And I need something to throw on. I forgot it. It was sitting where I paid and walked off, and I was going to go after it today. She was going to meet me there because she had to go back and get her stuff, and the family had come in and removed everything else and took it. It's my fault. Kind of a bummer though, because it was a really nice, it was a Black & Decker, but it was an impact drill. And I squeezed the trigger when I picked it up and it went zoom. And I'm like, oh my God, it works. Sold. I was happy that it was sold, but nonetheless, get that crooked. So anyway, there went my today idea of what I was going to do. So I thought, well, I'll just go work on this and make a video. It's going to go live, but I'm scared to death it'll be like, I won't know how to shut it off, or I won't save it, or and then it's gone. All that work isn't there to reference back to. I need to do some more. I need to just figure out how to do a live without making it be about something that I'm working on. You know what I mean? Like just sit and do a live with my cats or something. This is pretty. I'm going to go out around this. Get this out of the way. This is what I want, and this is too wide. So I went in and talked to my banker this morning. I walked in and I said, I'm not here for a loan. I'm here to pick your brain. And I sat down and told him about everything. And I said, I just don't know what to do with this. It's not worth anything sitting in my house, but it might be worth something to somebody. And I don't know where to go with it. And he agreed it's got to be the real deal. Well, that's too big. So we're going to have to cut back right along the words probably. Gosh, I hate it when I lose part of the beautiful, what would you call that? Beautiful, the font and the decoration. That's okay. That'll be okay. But I think I'm going to cut this fancy. So I have decided I'm going to give this journal away. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. And it's not nearly done, so. But, you know, like and comment if that's what I end up deciding to do. And probably be in the U.S., sadly. But I do have quite a bit more to do to it. It is going to be full of a lot of authentic, like this, articles and stuff. So it'll have some interesting reading anyway. But I've never given one away. Isn't that crazy? I don't even know where my subscriptions are at. I don't know how many subscriptions I've got. Subscribers? Subbies? Now watch this not fit in there. It might not. If not, I'll have to trim this down. That's okay. Yeah, it's not going to fit. I can take a little bit off. Got my journals back from the fair and my check. I got a check. Woohoo! It doesn't pay much. You don't do it. You definitely don't do it for the money. I just hope that somebody saw them and was inspired and, maybe even contacted me to do a class or a talk. That would be fun. Enjoyed my library talk. One of the ladies that came to it has file folders for me. I think that'll work. I'm going to let that dry. I think that'll fit. Okay, what else do we have going on here? I should have done something with this. Let's do something back here. I really, really, really want to use this. Strongest paint guaranteed. It's just not going to fit. It's so sad. I have a bunch of Amy's pockets. Spent the morning coffee dyeing. Quite a bit of paper. And that's when I was contemplating going to talk to my banker. The reason being his daughter is an art curator. And I kept thinking about that, and I'm like, I wonder if he has any idea what I should do with it. Like if he overheard her say blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. And I was in there for about 30 minutes talking about all kinds of things. We talked about, it's really funny because Friday when I was at the antique shop, I said to the gal, if you ever come across one of those cookie jars that are stainless steel and has the penguins marching around them, I think it's West Bend is the maker. I said, I want one. I grew up with that as a cookie jar. My sister got it, and I want one. Nook and corner, spick and span. That's cute. Look at them, the Dutch girls. Makes every nook and corner spick and span. I think that's going to fit. I'm going to cut. I'm going to use my cutter, actually. And we had quite the talk. Anyway, he said him and his wife had just bought one a few years back. And I said, I can just smell it. And I lifted the lid because it's got a round wood. I know some of you know. Dolly, you might know. It's round. It's an ice bucket. Round stainless steel with a lid with wood handles and a wood knob. And it's got penguins engraved in it. It's a West Bend company. And it was an ice bucket. Well, anyway, we kept cookies in it. And I can smell that smell. That's a very familiar childhood smell to me. I went like this. I can still smell those cookies in that jar when you lifted that lid. It's just permeated the inside of the metal. And I think he said he paid $21 and it's been about 10 or 15, about 15 years, I think he said, 15 years ago. So when I got home, I looked them up on eBay and found them. They're not bad, $20 to $30. The $20 one had, they averaged about 30, depending on what, by the time you add your shipping. I think the $20 one, she wanted 16 or 19 for shipping, maybe. I can't remember, but somebody had one for 54, and I'm like, well, you clearly aren't looking at your comps. And so I think I'll be ordering one of those. The thing is, it's not fun to buy stuff. You want to thrift it. You want to get something for a couple of dollars, and then you can really enjoy it, unless you collect. So anyway, I have a lot of things. I don't collect any one thing, really. I collect many. I probably could say that I collect teapots, and I could probably say that I collect cream and sugars and cup and saucers. That would be the three. And I collect a vintage, like mid-century modern, no, before that even, 40s vases. Little like Hull and McCoy and with the yellows. That is cute on there. I like that. Okay, so there we got that. I could put a corner on it, then you can't read it. See, I hate giving up the cute stuff. I could do a flip out. Okay, that's gonna fit now. This is good. Let's work on this. We need a person in here. I feel like I did this already. Yeah, I did. These don't fit. Okay, I'm gonna have to find something bigger. All right, I'm gonna dig in a drawer. I'll be right back. Put you on pause. Okay, I did find something in my drawer. I got this, it's torn out of an Iowan magazine. I'm just gonna glue it in on here. Let me try and distress this a little. I'll probably put some paper on this. Well, I'll have to because there's some words. All right, I'm gonna glue this in there. So what I'll do is glue around this circle. And put it on. I think that worked. Okay. So now I just need to cover this with something. How about if I use some paper, some magazine, and then actually also I have this lined kindergarten paper that's kind of cute to journal on, like a hidden spot back here. I think I'll do that. Actually, that fits that whole thing. It's crazy. I think I'll do it. Oh, it's going to be in the hundreds again today with the heat index. Yesterday it was 106 with a 71% humidity. I don't know the humidity today, but it's going to be 89 and then plus humidity. Our humidity has been really off the charts. We had a storm last night. My 16-year-old grandson had a post on Snapchat with a great big tree branch down on their patio, their deck thing out back. And the winds were terrible last night. Absolutely terrible. I put everything, you know, the police said on Facebook. They put up really cute things. I'm pretty sure they use Chat GPT, but it said, if your umbrella's out, you better put it away faster than something about the carnival coming to town or something. It was funny. It was really funny. So I don't have an umbrella anymore because my table, I got rid of it. Because I got rid of my table and I was going to get a new table this summer, and I just don't because I don't sit outside anymore. It's just ridiculously hot, and I don't enjoy it. Does that make sense? I have a nice backyard. I don't want to go out there and sit when I could be in the house crafting or doing things. What was I going to say? But I have chairs that I made sure were, back up against the garage. And I have an ice cream table. It's like a patio, like round with the two chairs. I'm at a loss for words. Parlor set or patio set. Not patio. You know what I mean? I have that. And I put it against the tree and stacked the chairs because they will stack. Why is this feeling weird? See, that's what I don't like about these. I like them, but part of me wants to sew it in like a real signature. Where is it? Here it is. There we go. I was just having fits with it. Okay, so it goes like this and like this. It goes out twice. So I need to do some pockets on here. She's got some lovely pockets. Should I just do this? Put some gauze behind it or something? Some thread, Mitzi, thread. Thread, Mitzi. I'll tell you what else I think I'll do. I think I'll put a real stud on there. A real rusty, this. Let's poke a hole. I'm going to use scissors because my awl is over there. There, that's cute. So we'll do that. I'll put some washi tape on it. Keep it nice and down. And there, that'll be cute. I would stitch it, but I'm just not going to. How's that? There's that. I've got lots of things. They're in her kit over there that I can add. There's lots of pictures and tags. Here's this. And I'm going to go back through and maybe I will, the tags I'll probably go through and stitch. Okay. Well, we got a little more done. I need to do something with this. All right, I'm going to work on this off camera, and I'll be back next time. Guys, I hope you have a really great week. This is Monday afternoon. So I work tomorrow morning and Wednesday morning, but I will probably do another video, even if I have to video ahead. So thanks, guys, for hanging. Bye-bye.